Hello everyone, I am Snappy Cappy, non-professional astrologer and oracle reader, back with another oracle video. In my last oracle video, I did a reading for each of the zodiac elements for the Leo new moon. In today's video, I will be doing oracle readings for the Aquarius full moon set to take place on August 11th at 18:35 Pacific Standard Time. For this Aquarius full moon, this should be a time for us to put our focus on networking, community, and fellowships, original and progressive thinking, as well as breaking free from authority and finding our independence. This is also a good time in learning how to be flexible and open-minded when working around others, and discovering hidden truths about ourselves. If you are familiar in how I do these moon readings, then great. If not, first off, welcome. Second of all, how I do my moon readings is I simply just shuffle the cards for each of the zodiac elements, fire, earth, air, and water, in which I will then draw 3 cards for each element and interpret the messages of the cards in my own way. As always, please don't just check out the one that is for your sun sign, please also check out the ones that are for your moon sign and your rising sign, especially your rising sign. Alright, so as always, we start off first with the fire signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising. Let's see what the cards have in store for you for this Aquarius full moon. Alright, so the first card that we have for you guys today, fire signs, is New Moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. The second card for you guys is Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. And then the third card for you guys is, the new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. Okay, so it's interesting for you guys, fire signs, because compared to the Leo new moon, you guys had double the amount of Leo cards, and so that indicated like a time for maybe like socializing, making new friendships. But now with this new moon in Pisces and this balsamic moon, this is indicating it's time for a rest. Especially with the Pisces card, because Pisces is a sign that even though they love being around people, they need their alone time. They need to recharge constantly. They are always wanting to just be in like their own little shells. And exactly like what this message says, meditate and contemplate, maybe taking the time to journal, engaging in creativity, just essentially spending your time away from other people, just absorbing, reabsorbing back your energies before you send yourself out back into the world where you're gonna have to absorb the emotions and the vibes and the energies of everyone else. And also what's interesting is, so Pisces is the last zodiac sign before it goes back into Aries, a time where it is ideal to be starting new goals and new projects. But not only is this telling you that you need to heal, also the balsamic moon is telling you to do that also. So this is a good time to not jump into anything new. This is just a time to kick back and relax, like I've stated earlier. And also, the other card that was pulled for you guys was the New Moon Eclipse card, Expect Powerful Change. This will definitely take a lot out of you, so there could be something going on that will probably be pretty life-changing. I mean, I'm being dramatic when I'm saying life-changing, but usually when this card does pop up, it is an indicator that something brand spanking new is just around the corner. And even though this isn't the new moon card, it's a new moon eclipse, making it even more powerful. But also, like I said, before heading into anything new, make sure that you've given yourself time to heal. And make sure, this is also a card that indicates that you should let go of the past, because when you're holding on to the past, when there's something new and exciting happening, it can be a drag. I don't mean to have this message be short for you guys, Sagittarius, but it's plain and simple. You went from probably, socializing a lot to now you just need to take a deep breath, just relax, spend some time with yourself and enjoy doing something creative, and especially rest as much as you can because of this powerful change, whatever it may be. All right, up next is the reading for the earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising. What cards, what messages are in store for you guys for this Aquarius full moon? All right, Earth signs, the first card to be pulled is the Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. The second card pulled for you guys is the first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. And the third card pulled for you guys is the new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. All right, so let's break it down. So obviously the first one is the cardinal moon. Now for maybe Taurus placements, this might be a little bit tough considering they like things the way they are, but this a card right here, cardinal moon, take the initiative. Sometimes things won't happen if you don't make the first move. You can't just always expect the other person or other people to be, paving the way for you. Now, that's not to say to just like immediately jump into something. Obviously, you guys are earth signs. You guys think before jumping in, of course, but that doesn't mean to just not do anything at all. It's time to take charge in what you guys want. Then the next one, obviously we have the first quarter moon. Commitment is being tested. The thing that maybe some of you have been wanting to go after, is that still how you want it? Are you thinking about something else? How much do you want it? Do you want it badly enough? Or is it okay if everything were to drop right now and you're just, I'll be fine kind of vibe? Other possibilities as to why this card pops up is also to just say, this wasn't probably meant for you in the first place. It's time to move on to another thing. Or this could also indicate that the thing that you are trying to chase after, you want it so badly, but maybe there's some obstacles coming in your direction, a little bit of annoyance stepping in the way in what you want, and you just have to push forward through it. And then that's where this new moon in Aquarius comes in. So it's very ironic that even though the card says bring love into the situation because it is a humanitarian sign, at the same time, Aquarius likes to detach emotionally. So whatever hindrance is in your way, just detach from the situation. And I know that's easier said than done, but again, if you really want something that badly, you're just gonna have to cut ties with it and just pretend that hindrance doesn't exist and do your best to still aim for your goals and your dreams. So in a nutshell, earth signs or earth placements, whoa, I do not know what that noise was, oh my gosh. The theme for you guys that I am sensing through these cards is there is something that is probably going to get in the way of what you want, but you are going to have to learn to just ignore it and go for it. I totally forgot to mention earth placements, that the Aquarius card, helping others, just doing charitable work, lending a helping hand with your community. That's also what this full moon in Aquarius is partially all about. It'll help you, distract yourself from what's really going on. This is letting you know to just not be so cooped up about whatever it is that might be happening. Again, detach yourself. All right, up next is the reading for the air signs. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising. Let's see what's in store for you guys. All right, air signs, the first card pulled for you is new moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. Second card pulled for you guys is the first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. So if you have both earth and air signs, I'd be paying attention to that. And then the third card pulled for you guys is the balsamic moon, a time for healing. Okay, so where my mind is going at with this, so you have this romantic card, right? And Libra doesn't necessarily always mean romantic, even though this card says a romantic relationship, and typically we do associate romance with Libra, but it could also mean a partnership, like a business. So it legitimately could mean standalone, like something new, whether it's platonic or romantic, something new of a new kind of relationship might be happening. But also, maybe for some of you, maybe you are in a relationship. But then there's this card, and that's why I kind of maybe pulled a little bit of a face when I saw that your commitment is being tested. So this is indicating to me if you are seeing someone, have you kind of been having second thoughts in staying with this person? Are you not really wanting to be in it for the long haul? And it's okay. Your feelings are completely valid. If you don't want to stay in a occurring relationship, then you don't need to, or you don't have to. But always remember to be mindful of the other person's feelings. Also, what I see here is the balsamic moon made another appearance again, a time for healing. So if you happen to have both air and fire signs, please pay extra special attention to this card. How I'm seeing it for all three cards in that specific order is maybe you're just, the relationship that you were in, it was good at one point, but now you're just maybe kind of getting a little bit tired about it. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can also be, a business relationship. Maybe you guys are just getting tired of one or the other, and you guys are coming toward the end of the line. Maybe some of you are just figuring out that you just need time for yourself, and that's okay. That's something that Libra needs to actually understand as well, is that it's a sign that's usually very codependent. It likes to lean on other people, and it always has a hard time in caring for oneself. So this could also mean, hey, along with this card, commitment being tested, and a time for healing. Think of yourself. And also, do not stay just because you don't want to deal with the dilemma of having to deal with the emotions of another person when leaving. You got to do what's best for you. Also, Libra isn't just about romance. We associate Libra with Venus because it's ruled by Venus, and Venus is the planet of love. But we also tend to sometimes forget that it's also ruled over beauty. So maybe when it says, new moon in Libra, it doesn't have to be a partnership. Maybe it's revamping your entire aesthetic. Maybe if you tend to be someone who doesn't really pay attention to, makeup or fashion or things like that, maybe some of you are feeling the need to just be creative about it. Revamping your look, giving yourself a whole new aesthetic. But essentially, for the most part, that is what I'm seeing for, this sequence of cards, is that maybe you are in a relationship with someone, again, romantic or not, but feelings change, people change, and you know what? There's no need to be guilty about that. Do what's best for you. All right, and finally, it is the card pulls for the water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. What is the message for you guys for this Aquarius full moon? Let's see. All right. Let's see here. First card for you guys, water signs. It is Void of Course Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. Card number 2 is, new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Fire placements with water placements. Pay attention. And then finally, the third card pull, it is, wow. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. It's very befitting for very powerful cards to fit in with the water signs. Very powerful element. All right, where do I start? Okay, so first off, I'm just going to be talking about the Void of Course Moon. And I don't know why, sometimes when I run into this card, I don't know, it's kind of one of my favorite cards. It's kind of a complex card because it's not really a card that gives out yes, direct yes or answers. It really all depends on what you're looking for and what you're seeking out. So obviously when it means nothing will come out of this situation, maybe you should be moving on to something else. If you say that you've been worrying about something, you don't want something to happen, you want to go in a completely different direction, then this is positive news. You can see that more as positive news. There's nothing really to worry about. And I can see that if it goes in that direction, then that certainly ties in with the new moon eclipse card, where guarantee, whether it's the regular new moon or the new moon eclipse, which again is even more powerful than the regular new moon, this is always a guaranteed yes in the step towards a bright, new, fresh direction. But then also with this card, and that also ties in with the full moon eclipse. If you have been wanting to go after something that you've been really striving for, this would have to maybe go the other way around. The chances of this happening is very, very, very slim to none. And that's where this full moon eclipse comes in. It's essentially, even though you'd like for it to happen, maybe not, it's out of your hands. Your hands are tied, there's nothing you can do about it. This card, the full moon eclipse, is essentially the phrase, when one door shuts, another one opens. So don't focus on any of the old, you gotta focus more on the things that you were meant to do. But either or, with this void of course moon, if something is going to happen in your favor, then it's going to be happening. But if something is not, then that's just a blessing in disguise. So obviously with water signs, you know, we associate water signs with emotions and sensitivity. So especially with these two eclipse cards, again, take some time for yourself. And just remember that no matter the situation, things will fall into place. Alright guys, those were the words and messages that I had for you guys for this particular moon phase. I hope you all have a blessed full moon, and until I upload the next time, please be sure to hit the subscribe button for more content as well as additional support onto my channel. Please be sure to also like and share, and until then, take care.